Hey guys, has this lockdown made you lose track of your fitness goals? Are you starting your resolution for 2021 and you want to lose weight but need some help? Introducing my affordable workout plans for men and women. With packages starting at $5, this offer can't be beat. Go to radicallatino.com to find out more. Hey guys, do you have a product you want more eyes on? Advertise with the Radical Latino Show with over 10K podcast downloads and the number 25 spot on the 55 All Latin podcast list. You'll want your product heard on everyone's phones and cars. Go to radicallatino.com/contacts and start advertising today.
Playing the Radical Latino Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands in the air for New York's very own.
Radical
Latino is taking you to another level.
I think there's more radicals than civil. Radical Latino, you're buffing it. The radical point of views, I think his views are actually more dangerous.
It's your boy Radical, you know. It's the 17 on All Latin Podcast, aka number 24 on the All Bronx Podcast Influencer list, and Mr. Unsuable for 61 weeks running. What is going on? I hope everybody's doing great. I hope everybody is doing well. Yet again, this is another visual podcast, so if you guys are hearing the audio version of it, go to my YouTube channel under this episode 161 and actually, hear your boy out, watch your boy and all that, you know what I'm saying? So what's going on? Again, this episode is sponsored by Rad Fit Pro. They have two products right now. It's a CBD company that's just starting up. They got Ogun, right? And they got Cleopatra. Cleopatra is their basically biggest seller that they have right now. Ogun is something new that they just created. Ogun is actually more powerful than Cleopatra. They got both the same properties, but this one actually helps you build muscle. So definitely go check them out at radfitpro.com and use promo code RADICAL to get 10% off your purchase. That is radfitpro.com, code word RADICAL to get 10% off your purchase. Now, I want to give a huge air horns for all my new subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, he's loving the new look. Everybody's loving the new way I'm interacting and having the podcast. You know what I'm saying? The live stream that I'm doing every Saturday, I don't want nobody to miss it. I'm doing a live stream every Saturday about various topics. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing a live stream about various topics. I'm doing a live stream about different type of things. And the live streams are controversial because I put controversial titles out there. And this Saturday just passed, the conversation was about Anglo Latinos, and I think I made a very strong stance and point on who Anglo Latinos are, what is an Anglo Latino, and all that other stuff. So definitely go check that out. It was a great live stream. My live streams, I'm putting them around like 2 hours, an hour and a half, 2 hours, maximum 2 hours and 30 minutes. If I'm gonna stretch it, I'll probably stretch it to 3. I don't even want to pass 3. The reason why is because replayability. I'm noticing that my live streams are getting more replayability the shorter it is. So that's why I'm hitting 1K views on most of my live streams, because my recent live streams, because one, of the topics, 2, how I conduct the topics, and 3, because how I have everything concise. You know what I'm saying? I give my point of view in the beginning, have it close, and then open it up for the people at the end. So I think that's a very good strategy to work. and I'm seeing my numbers go up. So definitely shout out to y'all, you know, for supporting me, your boy. I'm seeing that that, you know, having live streams that's not 5, 6, 4 hours, nobody's gonna watch that. Nobody's gonna watch that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, once you pass the part where people are gonna actually pay attention, it's gonna the conversation is gonna get derailed. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I keep them so short. 2 hours and a half the most, you know, and I've been seeing good replayability with those type of live streams. So definitely shout out to y'all for supporting me and all of that. Now let's read some comments from last week's episode 160, and the title was Black and Latinos Shouldn't Apologize for Outside Behavior, which is 100% true. That's how I feel, you know. And Modern Perspective says a fresh new look for 2022, number 17 on all Apple Podcasts. Fire emoji, fire emoji. Shout out to you and Modern Perspective. Definitely a good person to have around in your team. You know, me and him speak, you know, behind the scenes almost on a damn, not every day, but almost on a damn. Johnny Mills says, Radical Latino, I love the new podcast and 100% agree what Dave Chappelle said, and Black and Latin people shouldn't apologize for something that have nothing to do with them. 100%. And that was my whole point of the podcast, of that episode. We shouldn't be apologizing for outside behavior. You know what I'm saying? If somebody is already looking at you and judging you for what certain coons in our community is doing, that person didn't want to even unite or have any type of positivity around you. So you could already write that off. You don't even, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I agree with him. Hercules says, thank you. All facts. Shout out to King Hercules. Definitely a good brother. I wish he actually, you know, contributed more, but, you know, definitely shout out to him. Now, if you want your comments read under this episode 161, right? Go to my YouTube channel under this episode, write your comments, and I will definitely read them for next week. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Now, let's move in to my first topic. Before I go into my first topic, let me just say real quick. All of my topics, all of them, which I don't think I did last week, but I'm gonna start doing this week and moving forward. All of my topics are going to have articles down below where you guys can follow up and see what am I talking about, so you guys can get more information. I just do not want to just start talking about certain things that's happening and you guys cannot verify it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm wrong in a certain subject, let me know. I don't want sheep following me. If I am wrong in a certain lane, let me know. I do not want sheep following me. I want people with a clear head and going like, okay, I agree with you on this. All right, you kind of wild out on this one. You know what I'm saying? I don't want sheep to follow me and just say that everything that I say is golden. It's not. You know what I'm saying? I'm human too. So yeah, all of my articles are gonna have all of my topics are gonna have articles in the bottom. It's gonna be linked, and you guys can go to it right there and just find out more information on that. Now, moving on to our first topic, right? MTA Gas Test. Okay. So the MTA said recently that this actually just passed, that they're going to start fuming and fumigating and gassing up train stations, and it's going to be randomized in the local tri-state area. Well, in the 5 boroughs, right? They're going to start doing this. It's going to be a non-toxic gas. This is what they say. There's going to be a non-toxic gas, and they're going to be doing this all throughout the 5 boroughs. Is going to be randomized, and they're doing this to test out, just in case any biological weapons or any biological hazardous gas will be ever, you know, been planned into the fabric of New York, you know. And I say, really? You know what I mean? I'm like, what? I don't see how that makes any type of sense. I don't believe that. I'm thinking, I'm like, wait a minute. You mean to tell me that you're going to do a test and put hazardous gas just to test out? Y'all can't do this to underground train stations that are abandoned? Why y'all have to do this on train stations that have people in it? You feel me? That doesn't make sense. To me, okay, let's just go along with the BS, right? Let's just say it's true. I don't know. I have a very strong conviction that they might just do this at black and brown community. And I don't think this is some harmless gas. This is just me speculating. I got the tinfoil sombrero on, you know what I'm saying? I got the tinfoil sombrero on, so don't mind me, you know what I mean? But it's a little goofy. It just doesn't make sense that you're gonna have a test and it's harm. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. This gives me Tuskegee vibes. You know what I'm saying? This gives me like there's something's going on and they're not telling us. You know what I mean? Again, these tests could have been done in abandoned places. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they're trying to like literally see if they could try to test out how to chemically weaponize something and affect black and brown folks. You know, you can never know what's up with these white supremacists. You know what I'm saying? You can never know. Okay, moving on to my next the next topic. You know what I'm saying? Kyle Rittenhouse, white privilege trial. So Kyle Rittenhouse, right? His trial's coming up, and it's been a very talkative topic for the past couple of days because the judge refuses to call the people he shot. Mind you, the people he shot, they refuse to call them victims. Mind you, this kid, because he's a kid, had a gun that he wasn't supposed to have, protecting a store that's not his, but whatever. Okay, want to be patriotic, sure, whatever, buddy. And then goes out of his way to not only, check this out, not only leave the store that he's protecting, but he goes out and starts basically instigating himself in certain people's situations. You know what I'm saying? There's videos of him asking black folks, do you need some help? And black people are like, yo, what are you doing, dude? Didn't you just point a gun at me saying you was gonna shoot me and you call me the N-word? I'm just saying it doesn't add up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it doesn't add up. It just does not add up. It you know, what his defense is. It just doesn't add up. But the judge is refusing for these people to be called victims, right? He's refusing that. And to me, the way I see it is they're already rigging this whole thing into protecting him. They're already rigging this whole trial into making him the victim. It's already done. It's over. That's how they're trying to go about it. Because let's be completely honest, them rioters, they're rioting against white supremacy. And this whole riot thing happened because of white supremacy, right? This whole riot thing happened because people are tired of white supremacy. That's why this whole thing happened. And this is a way for the judge to basically say, I don't care about what y'all think. White supremacy is going to rule, and I'm going to show y'all how it's done. That's what the judge is basically saying by not including the victims to be called victims. Because let's be honest, you know, homie left the store that he's so-called protecting, right? Something ensued, and then he shot somebody because they were protecting themselves, and then he's called victim, right? So Kyle Rittenhouse is called a victim at that point. Everybody saw that he just shot this person for no reason. They're trying to attack this dude, and he shoots 2 other people. Dude, and you mean to tell me this kid shot 3, 4, killed 1 person, shot everybody else? My man's just walking around fine. That's totally fine. Doesn't even get arrested that day. Do you guys see what the hell is going on? This is white supremacy at its finest. This is white supremacy at its finest, and I see it for what it is. I hope y'all do. You know what I'm saying? I see it for what it is. I really hope y'all do. Because this right here doesn't make any type of sense. You know what I'm saying? This right here doesn't make any type of sense. To be honest with y'all, I see him getting out of this. I'm seeing these people trying to George Zimmerman this whole thing. That's how I see it. I see that this dude, once they're trying to, you know, they hit him with the Law and Order joint, you know what I'm saying? They hit him with the, you know what I'm saying? And homie's gonna run. You feel me? Homie is gonna run. Mind you, I'm not trying to do no Illuminati. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to do no Illuminati conspiracy theories. I'm just saying. I don't know. It feels like they're trying to jerry-rig this whole thing into just into him getting acquitted. You feel me? That's what it feels like. It feels like they're trying to jerry-rig this whole thing for him getting acquitted. They're trying to jerry-rig this whole thing into him getting no sentence whatsoever, because that's how white supremacists play. You know, whenever people go up against the establishment, whenever people rise up and say that they're tired of white supremacy and the people that are, you know, oppressing them, these people find a way to try to, you know, get you into a submissive stance. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna try to find a way to get you into a place where you can't talk anymore. You know what I mean? So yeah, I see that that he might get acquitted. I don't know, but anyway, tell me what y'all think, you know, in the comments down below. You know what I mean? Now, moving on to our next topic, Alpo getting shot and killed in a drive-by. Oh man! Now, for those who don't know who Alpo is, Alpo. Anybody seen the movie Paid in Full? You know what I mean? First of all, I love that movie. You know what I'm saying, it to me is one of the hood's classics. It's like Paid in Full, then it's Killer Season, and then it's Belly. In that order. I swear to God. It's Paid in Full, Killer Season, and Belly. And then from there is like Menace to Society and all these other little, you know, Scarface, you know what I mean? All these little hood little movies. But Paid in Full is one of my favorites. You know, I quote it like amongst my boys all the time. You know, like when I got the Apple Watch, you know what I'm saying? And my boys got the Apple Watch. I'm like, look at your wrist shimmering, man. And, I like quoting that movie. You know what I mean? Like how long is it gonna take you to get a Bentley? 10 years, but more like 10 days, brother. Like 10 days. You know what I mean? So I like quoting that movie. You know what I mean? Like Cameron, who played Alpo, niggas get shot every day. You be all right. You tough, right? You know what I mean? So I love quoting that movie. It's one of my favorite movies. So Alpo was basically like the kingpin of Harlem. Alpo was Harlem's basically John Gotti. You know what I mean? He was the true life of what some of these rappers rap about. You know what I'm saying? So that's who Alpo is. And Alpo there was three people. There was Alpo, Rich Porter, and AZ. And the real AZ before, the other AZ got the name. You know what I'm saying? The real AZ. So, they were three kids, doing it big, selling whatever. Alpo later on joins with Rich Porter and AZ, and then they blow up. You know what I'm saying? They blow up. Certain things transpire. AZ gets shot up in his crib. A couple of people die. He gets out the game. He's like, whatever, I'll give y'all my connect. So AZ gives his connect to Rich Porter. Now Rich and Al, they're bugging. Now they're blowing up. They're going everywhere, right? I forget. There's a bunch of documentaries out there. I forget how it goes, but what's I'm gonna call it? I think was it Uncle Rich Porter's uncle kidnaps Sonny. His little brother for a ransom of $500,000 and stuff, and then the money's not moving fast enough. They cut the kid's finger. They put in McDonald's. It's not, stuff is happening, or whatever the case is. They never give the money up, and Rich Porter's baby brother is found dead in the forest, or whatever the case is, or something like that, right? Fast forward, then Rich Porter gets killed. It's going all over the hood and all that other stuff. And according to some people that were around, apparently, I think was it Al had a couple of scratches on them, and that was because of Rich or whatever the case. I don't know how it was, but they basically, everybody always wants to know why did Al kill Rich? That was like his homie, his best friend, his brother. You know what I mean? And apparently Alpo did it because he thought he was lying to him on some money stuff, right? Which is stupid, which makes no type of sense. Why would you? That's what he said. All right, cool. But during this time, Alpo is going down to Washington, D.C., the Virginia area, moving around with Wayne Perry, a known hitman. He's doing a couple of deals down there. He's moving the same way how he was moving in Harlem, so he's getting a lot of money. A lot of hits are being, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so long story short, they catch him. They catch Alpo, and he confesses to the whole thing. He's like, yeah, I confessed it, but he snitches on a couple of people, right? He snitches. In the movie, you even hear him saying that I give you a couple of cats down in DC, but Harlem is still my place. I'm not gonna give you nobody in Harlem. You know what I mean? So he snitches on people on DC. He snitches on people, whatever. All right, cool. Mind you, this whole time I believe he had 20 years or something like that, and he was under witness protection, right? So Alpo comes out. It goes crazy on Instagram, by the way. It goes crazy on Instagram, right? Alpo out, got a mink on and all that other stuff. So, I'm like, all right, so he's out. He's probably going to do other things or whatever the case is. He probably didn't get touched in jail or whatever the case is. I don't know. Right? So he's out. And a couple of months go by, and I think I spoke about it on this podcast. A couple of months go by, and Alpo comes out with a documentary talking about the whole, and mind you, the documentary is just going to be based on why he killed Rich, which makes no sense. Like, what? Like, okay, you mean to tell me you're gonna just do a whole documentary not about your your side of things? No, you're just gonna focus on one thing, and one thing only, is why you killed. That makes no sense. It's like you're trying to eat off your own brother, you know what I mean? And he put out a trailer. It's super disrespectful. He's talking about, he goes to the site where he goes, yeah, my man, I gave my man the gun. He shot him, and he went, ugh, and then all that, and then we got him out. We tossed him out here. And you see where he tossed him out. He's just talking about it like it's nothing. Yeah, and he's laughing too. Yeah, yo, we got him. And I'm like, hey, yo, and mind you, Alpo, he's half Black American, half Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to get that out the way, because everybody was saying, oh, he's just Black American. No, he's half. Everybody was saying, oh, he's Puerto Rican. No, he's half, right? And I'm like, no lie, I've never seen no Dominican, Puerto Rican in no gang. Now I've never been a part of it. I'm just saying that I've seen treat someone like that, like treat your own brother, like kill your own brother and just talk about it and laugh about it. I seen that happen in the DR or something like that, but not here. You know what I'm saying? Like here has been a little different, but I've never seen a Latin gangster do it, say it like that. I might be wrong. Probably I am wrong. I don't know, but I'm like, listen, there's a street rumor. A lot of boroughs know it, that in the Bronx, they're mad. We don't fake it. We're mad cool with people, but we'll rob and shoot somebody, but that's about it. In Harlem, what's the rumor for my New York people? In Harlem, the rumor is they're wild, flashy, and they're backstabbers. That's the rumor. That's the rumor. The rumor for Brooklyn is they'll just straight up rob you, no matter who you are. You know what I'm saying? Queens is cop killing Queens. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, like that's the rumor. In Harlem, the rumor is that wild, flashy, and they'll backstab you. You feel me? So I'm like, yee, okay. But the thing is that you see some of the photos, right? So actually, hold on. Fast forward to doing the documentary is disrespectful. Now the news comes out. You'll see some of the photos of his Ram pickup truck, by the way, that is shot up in the window and through the passenger seat, just like 4 or 5 shots, like straight up. It's not all over the whip. It's not all over, the engine block. Nah, it's precise right where the window is. You know what I'm saying? And it's all crashed up and all that other stuff. And in my mind, I'm like, wait a minute. This ain't no drive-by. This looks like it was some professional, to me, I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? But to me, it looks like some professional hit, because it's right on the window, on this side of the window, you know what I'm saying? That's what that you look at the photos, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is that the police didn't know it was Alpo at first, because this was something I just found out. Because the dummy got to witness protection, right? He was on the witness protection program with a new name, knew everything. And the dummy still went back to Harlem and started flossing like he was the boss. What? Yo, sit your old ass down. Your time is done. You can't be running the streets. You don't got the same respect no more, bro. They always say, I've always heard this, there's no old OG in the hood. The majority of them are dead or in jail. And if they do come back, they don't got the same juice like they used to have. You know what I'm saying? Young kids are running around now. You know what I'm saying? Young kids are running around now. They do, you know what young kids are doing now? Pills and scamming. That's what the kids are doing now. Pills and scamming. Nobody's gonna sit your old ass. So what I heard was there's some street joint. This is what I heard. Some people are making some lives about the situation. They heard the same thing. Alpo came out. I heard his ribs was touching. He wanted to go back to the street life. And he started extorting people. He started to shake things up. And let's be honest, you're old head. There's young kids coming up in the game. These kids don't have the same respect how people used to have back in the 90s, in the 80s. We gotta keep it real. Some of these kids want to make a name for themselves. And it is what it is. Either it was some hip hop police stuff, or he was extorting people, and some of these young kids want to make a name for themselves. You know what I mean? And they did what they had to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, one of these kids is gonna be like it's gonna be a Law and Order episode for real. You know, with some of these young kids. But yeah, Alpo Martinez, you know, shot and killed, shot up, you know, rushed to Harlem Hospital, and he passed away right then and there. You know, a lot of people are celebrating, especially the people that know the story. They were like rest in peace to him and all that, because of how he moved around in the streets and what he did and all this other stuff. So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Personally, you know, it is what it is. A snitch got what he got, but in the same time, to be honest with you, in the same time, you gotta learn when you ain't in the gaming, it's not your time. Your time came and went. You gotta know when to give it up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know when to give it up. The only one that survived throughout this whole thing is AZ. He got shot up and he said, I am done. How he's making his money is by speaking appearances. He wrote a book. He sold the movie rights. You know, he does some guest appearances. That's how he's making his money. I believe he got his own business. That's how you do it. A lot of people don't tend to realize that this street stuff doesn't go forever. Your goal should not be to be an old ass gangster. No. That's what a lot of people don't realize. What the street life is a stepping stone for independent economic gain. That's what the street life is supposed to be for. You know what I'm saying? It's to get enough to start your own business. A lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people just think, all right, so I'm going to be here for 5, 10, 15. The majority of people don't make it that long. It's a few that do. And they know how to move right. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't go on for 10 years. You got to do it for the good amount and leave. Good amount and leave. That's it. Look at it as a stepping stone. All right, I did some some stuff. You know what I mean? I gambled with a couple of people. what I'm saying? I got my stuff and I left. That's how it should be. It shouldn't be, a lot of people get that messed up and a lot of people go back into that whole situation. No. Let me give you an example. Look at Jay-Z. Jay-Z, Dame Dash, right? They were in the streets doing their thing. And he said, yo, this music thing is going to hit. That's what's happening. That's what he's doing now. His music thing hit. He said, yo, I'm going to capitalize as much as I can from this whole thing. He thought about it as a business. He started off in the streets, got it as a stepping stone, and then graduated to bigger things. That's how people in the streets who's doing their thing need to look at it. You should not be looking at this whole thing as a retirement plan. That's stupid. That's not how it goes. You know what I'm saying? No, the majority of people who do it, they don't have acres of poppy seed fields and all that to be making those type of calls. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? We gotta start thinking better, my people. You know what I'm saying? Got to start thinking better. Unfortunately, Alpo, I believe he suffers for that. I believe Alpo was suffering for that. Alpo was a dude that didn't know what to do after he got out, and it is what it is. He went back into the streets. You know what I'm saying? He went back into the streets and he started doing what he had to do. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate, but you know what I'm saying? It happens. It is what it is. It is what it is. Tell me what y'all. You know what I mean? Tell me what's up. Now to our main topic. Real Dominicans are not anti-Haitian. I know we're gonna get a couple of people mad. What you mean? You're not real anti-Haitian? What you mean? Let me just explain, right? The majority of people in the Dominican Republic do not give a damn about Haitians, and if they're coming into the country, they could care less. They're worried about surviving. Let's keep it real. They're worried about surviving. And let's be honest. For the most part, Dominicans know the difference between black and white. They see the difference between race. They know this. I'm about to prove it in 1 minute. They know this. Some of them, when they come here, the differentiating thing is when somebody calls them black and they say, no, I'm not black, I'm Dominican, is because they're letting you know, no, I'm not a black American, I'm a black Dominican. That's all it is. It just gets confused in translation. That's all it is, right? Dominican Republic, like any other colonized civilization, colonized country and people, they go through discrimination, colorism, and all of the 9 yards. Perfect example is a comedy movie in Dominican Republic. I'm gonna put the subtitles because it's in Spanish. I want you guys to see exactly what I'm talking. Check this.
Por ende, la imagen de la misma tiene que ser la de un hombre de mundo, un tipo internacional. Por ejemplo, veamos esto.
Bien. ¿Puedo hacer una pregunta? Si el 70% del dominicano es negro, mulato, ¿por qué que colocó un blanquito en esta promoción? Yo no entiendo eso.
Señor Lorenzo, la publicidad funciona así. Y este es el estándar internacional de belleza de un hombre. Y nosotros tenemos que estar acorde con los tiempos.
Yo entiendo lo internacional y todo, pero entiendo que si colocamos un moreno, lavadito, puede funcionar. En Europa son un palo, gusta muchísimo.
Muy buen ejemplo. Pero no tanto así. Miremos este modelo negro.
Es un tronco de negro, pero no funciona tampoco. A ese moreno se le ve que nunca se ha comido un plátano. Hay que buscar un modelo, un negro que sea más dominicano, más que se le vea que haya cogido lucha. Bueno, Bueno, modelo como yo, así morenito como yo.
No vende. Así es nuestra sociedad.
Hagan lo que ustedes quieran. Pongan ahí a Bob Esponja con todo y piña en el fondo del mar.
Okay, so what he said right there, you know, I got the subtitles there, but what he said right there was basically, yo, why you know, the majority of the Dominican Republic is black and mixed. You know what I'm saying? Mulatto. Why are y'all focusing on white folks? That has nothing to do or represent me. You know what I'm saying? So that's 100% true. And this is something that, and this is a movie that was happening in the Dominican Republic. This is what majority of Dominicans think like. We got to keep it real. Majority of Dominicans think like this. They know, they're fully aware of that. You know what I'm saying? They're fully aware of it. Now, let's check this out. So, the Haitians, they go into the country, you know, for economic establishment, economic, you know, triumph. They're trying to find a better way to help their family out. Now, there are going to be the super patriotic Dominicans that are going to be like, no, I don't want them there. Has nothing to do with race, but it's because of patriotism. This is our land, blah, 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 blah. You're going to have those few who are going to be them racist, obviously. I'm not going to say that's not. Obviously, and they're just going to think about race. Now, the reason why I say real Dominicans are not anti-Haitian is because Haitians and Dominicans have always historically helped each other out. You know, I don't want to think about or talk about some of the little tribal BS that happened back in them days. I could care less about that. I could care less about that. I'm talking about other things. I'm talking about bigger things. Move it along. Forget about it, all right? If you're Dominican and you're getting offended, what about the beheadings in Mocha? I could care less about that, all right? Crimea River, move on. I'm saying, because if we really want to talk about that, okay, let's talk about the Parsley murders first, all right? If you're telling Haitians to forget about that, then you guys should be forgetting about the beheadings of Mocha, all right? That's it, done. So, once we know that and establish that Haitians, right, actually helped us to free us from the whole Spaniards. That's one way that they help. You know, obviously the Dominicans, you know, got out of their independence from Haiti. It was not because of no racial thing. It was because of economics. That's all it was. It was because of economics. No, it's not working under your system. That's all it is. You know, point blank period. Right now, the thing is that no one in the Dominican Republic hates Haitians to the point that is going to benefit the country. How, if you're a super Dominican patriot, how is hating Haitians helping out the country? What are you doing that is benefiting that in any way whatsoever? You know what I'm saying? We have to keep it real. Haitians helped out Latin America tremendously. Haitians helped out Ecuador, half of my people. Shout out to Haitians, you know what I mean? Helped out Dominicans, they helped out Venezuela, they helped out Latin America in general. So my thing is that I've never found it feasible, nor have I found it that it's a positive outcome to hate on a group of people that historically helped you out. You know what I'm saying? Because Haitians and Dominicans at the end of the day are going to be seen and treated the same by Americans. Let's keep it real. If a group of, not even a group. If one Haitian and one Dominican comes here, they're going to be seen as niggas anyway. So let's keep it real. We have to keep we got to keep it 100% real. At the end of the day, white supremacists and white supremacy is still going to affect us, Haitian or Dominican, no matter what, the same way how they treat everybody else. We don't get no privilege. You know what I'm saying? There's no privileges whatsoever. You feel me? So this whole, anti-hate, this is hate. No, that's stupid. That's dumb. Because the majority of people who do say that, don't have nothing good, nor have any mind-blowing, no mind-blowing idea that will actually help out their country. And the thing is, I've actually talked to one. I'm not gonna say who it is, but I talked to one. And I said, what's your idea about helping out the Dominican Republic since you hate Haitians so much? Oh, you gotta save money. Okay, and then do what? Save money. Okay, you save money. What's the next step? It's just to save money. Thank you. No plan whatsoever. No plan whatsoever. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any type of sense. Here in America, Haitians and Dominicans have been like this. Okay, we gotta keep it real. That's some over there in the island, that's some tribal BS with some people. That's it. That only happens to some people. That's it. That is literally it. It doesn't happen to the majority of the Dominicans. Don't think like majority of Dominicans do not care. They're too busy trying to survive. All right. Yes, have Haitians, came into countries and economically decimated certain things. Yeah, obviously, because they're poor people. It's not because of their culture. It's not because when you put a certain group of people in economic triflement to the point where they're eating dirt, they're going to do crazy things to survive. That's with anybody. Literally, that's with anybody. Put a Dominican in the middle of a desert. Best believe he'll start eating some mud cookies. Let's keep it real. So I don't want to hear this whole thing about, well, real Dominicans. No, get out of here. Nobody's an authority of what it is. Nobody can tell me that I'm not the. First of all, I got my passport. You feel me? My joint. I'm a dual citizen. You know what I mean? So nobody could tell me nothing. You feel me? At the end of the day, real Dominicans are not anti-Haitian. If you are, you ain't a real Dominican. You ain't a real Dominican because you're trying to push an agenda, which, one, you're not pushing on the positive agenda that's going to help out the country. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it 100% real. You're not. You feel me? The whole island is not even on your side. All right? We got one individual that got kicked out of this country, America. We got one individual that got kicked out of America and because of some racist stuff, pushed over there, and he hasn't done anything since. His things keeps on coming, like his channel keeps on getting terminated left and right. He's a bum. He was a bum here. He's a bum there. You feel me? We gotta keep it real. We gotta keep it 100% real. All of this is buffoonery. Real Dominicans are not anti-Haitian. That's it. That's all it is. That's all it is. Because at the end of the day, what are y'all really hating Haitians for? You know what I'm saying? What are y'all really hating Haitians for? For one or two, maybe what, three people doing whatever the little fuck shit that they doing? Come on now. That makes no type of sense. We gotta keep it real. That makes no type of sense. This whole hatred doesn't add up to anything positive. Doesn't add up to anything lucrative. I mean, so y'all could miss me with all that. Anyway. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode 161. Remember, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at the same name, radical_Latino_. Remember, I hope you guys like the new visual looks and stuff like that. If y'all listen to the audio version, go to YouTube and check me out. You know what I'm saying? This episode again is sponsored by Rad Fit Pro. Get Ogun, get Cleopatra. There's CBDs that will actually help y'all out. I'm telling y'all. I'm about to order some more to be completely honest. Yeah, y'all can see, like, y'all see this Ogun joint? That joint is mad empty. But check this out, the Cleopatra joint is mad full. So y'all already know which one I'm taking. I mean, but definitely use code word radical for 10% off. And I'm gonna leave you guys with one of my favorite quotes, right? I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. And if black and brown unity doesn't happen in my lifetime, I might not change the world, but I might inspire the mind that does. With that being said, I'm gonna catch y'all later. Peace.